Hello dear students, good morning. Here I am today with the last part of the Gupta lesson from the part of culture, the Vishnu temple at Devgarh. The Vishnu temple at Devgarh is about 125 kilometers from Jhansi in Uttar Pradesh in the district of Lalitpur in the Uttar Pradesh state. It was of the 6th century AD and was built on a high platform which was decorated with the scenes from the story of Ramayana. The Vishnu temple at Devgarh is also known as the Dasavatara temple. It's one of the finest examples of Gupta architecture. It's about 125 kilometers from Jhansi in the district of Lalitpur, I said, is one of the earliest Hindu stone temples to survive even today, till date. It was the first North Indian temple with a shikhara or the top or tower, although the part of it has been disappeared. The shikhara or the tower at the top is broken now. Its part is disappeared. In spite of its dilapidated, that is broken, in spite of its dilapidated condition, the temple today has its compelling presence for the time about the Guptas. It was made of stone and bricks and on a high platform of 1.5 meter length. It has 4 stairways and its exterior is decorated with the scenes from the Ramayana. The outside walls have the Ramayana scenes decorated. Besides, the pillars and the doorways have countless paintings and carrying adorn the entrance pillars. Entrance pillars have countless paintings and carvings that adorn the entrance pillars. It's dedicated to Lord Vishnu. Dasavatara means the 10 avatars of Vishnu. The temple is dedicated to Lord Vishnu. The temple has the main deity is Lord Vishnu, the god of preservation, found asleep on the coil of the giant serpent that is called the Sheshanaga. The Sheshanaga is coiled round and its head is like an umbrella covering Lord Vishnu. That is what the main deity or figure of the Dasavatara temple or the temple at Devgarh. There was an outer wall around the temple and that also has been carved with different deities. This is in brief about the Dasavatara temple or the temple at the Devgarh is also known as Panchatana temple. The Dasavatara temple or the temple at Devgarh for the deity Lord Vishnu is also known as Panchatana temple. And it is about 125 kilometers from Jhansi in Uttar Pradesh. The district where it is situated is the Lalitpur district. Then we come to the exercise, the short answer type questions first. I'll take you the questions. Question number 1. Who was Phayan? What did he say about India? Phayan was a Chinese pilgrim or Buddhist pilgrim who visited India on religious mission. He wanted to carry out some message or learn some Buddhism. So he had come as a pilgrim to India with a religious mission. What did he say about India? He said about India that Magadha was a prosperous country. Magadha was the main empire, so it was called country. Pataliputra was a flourishing city and it was the capital. People were wealthy, were some of the points of this answer. Question 2. Who was the ruler when Phayan visited India? When Phayan visited India, Chandragupta II was the ruler. He was also known as Chandragupta Vikramaditya. Name the 3 dramas written by Kalidasa. The 3 dramas written by Kalidasa were Vikramavarsham, Malavikagnyamitram and Abhigyana Sakuntalam. The Abhigyana Sakuntala may also go with this spelling Gyana or we take Jnana. Abhigyana Sakuntalam. Question 4. Why is the Gupta period known as the golden age in Indian history or Indian culture? Because of the high level civilization, the culture and growth in the field of education, literature, art and architecture, the Gupta age was known as the golden age in Indian history. 5. How was Samudragupta a bold and great conqueror? How do we know? We know from the epigraphic evidence that is inscribed at the Allahabad pillar. The epigraphic evidence of Allahabad pillar inscription mentions Samudragupta's victory over the Aryavarta and Dakshinapatha rulers. That is the answer. How do we know? We know that Samudragupta was a great or bold conqueror because we find the proof or evidence, epigraphic evidence of Allahabad pillar inscription that mentions Samudragupta's victory over the Aryavarta, 9 of the Aryavarta kingdoms and the 12 Dakshinapatha rulers. Then comes question number 6. Question 6 reads, name the famous university that existed during the Gupta period. The answer is the Nalanda University. Then the next question is question number 7. What were name the 2 titles adopted by the Gupta rulers? Maharaja Dhiraja and Parameshwara or Paramavattaraka were other titles. Comes next 8. Name the officer who collected toll tax and also the officer who was in charge of the province or bhukti. Toll tax was collected by Sholkika and bhukti or province was under the Uparika. Question number 9. Name the officer who was in charge of province or bhukti during the Gupta period. It's done. Question number 9 in your book has named 2 literary works of Kalidasa. The 2 literary works of Kalidasa are Meghadutta and Abhigyana Sakuntala. This was a playwright, drama and this was a poem. Question 10. What contribution did Aryabhatta make in the field of science, astronomy and mathematics? Science, he proved that the earth moves around the sun. In mathematics, he calculated the value of pi and gave its exact value. In astronomy, he explained the exact causes of solar and lunar eclipses. Also proved that most of the heavenly bodies were spherical in shape. They were in brief about the short questions. You make your own questions from the paragraphs that you come across every time I have been saying. From the structure question, I will give you the question number 1 with reference to the sources of information about the Gupta age. Write short notes on following accounts of Phayan. Phayan, in his account, he says Magadha was a prosperous country, 1 point. He says Pataliputra was a flourishing city, another point. He says about the main religions practiced during the period. He says about the coins used. He says that the people were wealthy. Any of those points you are going to write. B. The Allahabad pillar inscription. The Allahabad pillar inscription is also known as Prayag Prasasti. It is an epigraphic evidence of imperial Guptas. The writings of the Samudragupta's court poet Harisena are inscribed on this pillar and describes the reign of the Guptas. 5 more points you have got here. So all these points you need to remember and write. Then comes the Nalanda University. The Nalanda University was the most renowned educational institution of the Gupta period. It located at Nalanda in Rajagriha in Bihar. Huensa, a Chinese visitor, describes about the university. The number of libraries, we talked about the three, Ratnaranjaka, Ratnadodhi and Ratnasagara. The facilities given to students like free education, given free lodging and boarding. This is in brief about the first question in structure and their points of answer. The next three questions you answer yourself. Keep writing and learning. Stay home, stay safe. Bye-bye.